Sriman Venkatanatharya Kavitarkika Kesari Vedantacharya Varyo me Sannidhattam Sadahridi Santastriranga Prithvisha Charanatrana Shekharaha Jayanti Bhavanatrana Padapankajarenavaha. This is the first verse of the Sri Padukasahasram of Sri Vedantadeshika. I repeat, Santastriranga Prithvisha Charanatrana Shekharaha Jayanti Bhavanatrana Padapankajarenavaha. We will also recite the second one of the first Paddhati called the Prastava Paddhati, introductory chapter. Bharataya param namostu tasmai prathamo daharanaya bhakti bhajam yadupajnamashesha prithuviyam prathito raghava paduka prabhava. So in the fourth chapter, namely Samarpana Paddhati, we are looking at the 18th verse today, and there are only 20 in this chapter, and therefore we will be concluding this chapter in this session. And the Vyoma Lab organizers and myself, I'm the part of the Vyoma Lab now. So please come again to the next Paddhati. We will continue the fifth Paddhati, and we will go up to the last one, 32nd Paddhati. Please take interest, and so that you will find a lot of wonders in the life of Vedantadeshika, plus the wonders in this literature. And as I told you earlier, this was composed in 1.5 hours, what we call Muhurtaha, the auspicious time, in the evening after his Anushtanam, daily routine, and in the competitive spirit with another gentleman, a scholar, who could compose only 500 the next day morning, till the next day morning. So Vedantadeshika was so humble that he said, the opponent is like an elephant giving birth to a single cub, whereas his production is like the piglets, many piglets given birth to by the mother pig. No, that's only for the humility. So don't take it as a serious comparison or analogy. So you have, today I was going through the history of Sri Vedantadeshika. So you find a lot of wonders in miracles that happened in the life of Vedantadeshika. So Vedantadeshika was challenged by a sculptor to create an image in metal, rather iron. And it is now available, which was created by Vedantadeshika in a place called, in a kshetram called, Divya kshetram called Tiruvahindrapuram. It is called the city of the Adishesha, the serpent. And then, so it is near Kadalur, the district Kadalur in Tamil Nadu. It is just 200 miles south of Chennai, Madras. And this is where Vedantadeshika got inspired by the advice, by the Upadesha of the Hayagriva mantra by the kite, K-I-T, meaning the carrier of the Lord Mahavishnu, namely the Garuda. We don't call it eagle. Garuda is a special bird with white patch, white colored skin on its neck. And it's supposed to be vegetarian. It is imagined as vegetarian. And the character of the Garuda is, he knows all scriptures. He is called Vedatma. He is a king of birds. So Garuda Mantra Upadesha was also there, and therefore Garuda Dandakam and Garuda Panchashat are the two devotional songs towards the kite by Vedantadeshika. Another interesting incident was a snake charmer was sent by the opponents to Vedantadeshika to harm him. And when the snake charmer released the snakes, poisonous snakes towards Vedantadeshika, he drew a line on the earth, on the floor. And then most of the snakes could not cross. And the most venomous snake passed over the line. It was like a Lakshman Rekha, as you understand in Ramayana. So Lakshmana wanted to curb the movement of Sita outside the ashrama in Ramayana. So Vedantadeshika had a Lakshman Rekha, but the venomous snake, most venomous snake, crossed that line also. Therefore, he prayed to kite the carrier, the vehicle of Lord Vishnu, Garuda, and by the word Garuda Dandakam, by the stotra called Garuda Dandakam. As I told you in the last session, if there are more than 27 syllables, or rather 26 syllables, we call it Dandakam. It looks like a prose, not poetry. So you will have 108 syllables in all the single stanza. So it starts with Namappannaka Vaikuntha Vashavartine Shruti Sindhu Sudhotpada Mandaraya Garutmate. This is the first shloka starting in Garuda Dandakam. And finally he gives the Phalashruti also. Now, just on the yesterday's session, we saw the 17th verse, which you see in the monitor screen here. Raghupati Padapadmad Ratna Pithe Niveshtum Bharata Shirasi Lagnam Prekshapada Vanitvam Parinata Purushartha Pauravarga Swayam Te Vidhimavaja Sarvo Vandi Vaitalikana. So this is what we saw. Any doubt in this 17 can be expressed at the end of the session. So we go to the next one. So 18. Ananya Rajanya Nidesha Nittam Chakara Prithvim Chaturannavantam Bhraturiyasor Bharatastada Murdhna Vahan Murtimati Mivagyam. So I read to you with Sandhi. Now we will have, as it is in the monitor screen, helped by Maheshwari Madam here from the Vyoma lab. So Ananya, Rajanya, Nidesha, Nishtham. This is a samasa, a compound word. Chakara, Prithvim, Chatur. Of course, we cannot split the word as Chatur. Arnava, Antam, Chaturarnavantam. Bhratuhu. So Visarga will be in the place of the Repa letter. Bhratuhu. Again, Iyasoho. Again, the Repa letter is replaced by Visarga while splitting the Sandhi. So Bhratuhu Iyasoho Bharataha. So the Visarga gets the form Sakara. So Bharataha Tada Tvam Murdhna Vahan Murtimatim. You can understand the word by splitting Murti plus Matim. No plus actually, this is a single word. Murtimatim, Iva. Next word is Iva, Ajnam. So you find here again what we call poetic fancy, Utpreksha, by the word Iva. I think I would ask you all to remember what are the 6 words which a poet uses, or one of the 6 words a poet uses for Utpreksha, the poetic fancy, the Alankara, what is called embellishment or figure of speech, beautifying the verse. Now please remember again, the poets are born and not made, and therefore we must not as a poet struggle hard to bring in the Alankara, the beauty inside in the verse, but it would automatically come from our mouth. A copious outflow like a flood from the river. So Ananya, that is also, I think the definition is in English also, in the same way. So now we are going to see the prose order. So what did who did what? So Bharata again. So please remember, Bharata is the hero of this chapter and also in the later chapters. Vedantadeshika has got a high regard for Bharata, because I told you the quotation from the words from the mouth of Sri Rama himself, namely, there are no equal brothers equal to Bharata. So Bharata is the subject. Bharataha, the last word which we use in Sanskrit sentence is verb. So chakara. Bharataha chakara, that is the first and last word. So chakara is a verb and Bharata is the subject of the sentence. Then what did he do? Prithivim chakara. So he did with the earth. What did he do to the earth? Prithvi meaning the entire kingdom, including the three worlds initially, and including all these seven worlds. Saptalokyaha. We got the word Saptalokyaha earlier. Previously we had Trayanam, Lokanam. Now, because we repeat these words again and again, at least I have taught two friends all these 1008 two times. Therefore, you understand that it is easy to remember for one who goes on practicing the verses. So here, what kind of earth it was? Chatuhu Arnava Antam Chaturarnavantam. So again, another adjective is there for the Prithvi. So Ananya Rajanya Nideshanishtam Chaturarnavantam Prithivim Chakara. So that is the first type of sentence, first sentence. Then, so what are the other words in the prose order? Tada, you can add tada initially. Please remember, curiously enough, that there is no word for sandals here, divine sandals here. So it means Vedantadeshika points out with the word tvam, that's all, you. So it is understood, He Padarakshe, He Manipadakshe, He Raghupati Padarakshe, all are understood here. So, O divine sandals, he is addressing, because tvam, is the second person noun, and therefore you can easily understand tvam. How do you say second person noun? Because I understand by the noun, it is the second person. Address, direct address to the other. It's a conversation. It's a dialogue between Vedantadeshika and the divine sandals. Please remember this. Sambhashanam. We are talking of Sanskrita Sambhashanam. So, Tvam Tada Bharataha Ananya Rajanya Nidesha Nishtam Chaduranna Vantam Prithivim Chakara. Now, how did he do it? Tvam Murdhna Vahan. Tvam Murdhna Vahan. So, I tell you the meaning little later. Bhratuhu Yasoho Murtimatim Ajnam Murtimatim Iva Prithivim Chakara. So these are the speciality of Bharata. So Bharata did not like to rule the kingdom because he would become Pariveta. He will be called the Pariveta if he usurped the kingdom of the eldest brother, which is normal rule. So Bharata, so this is the prose order again. I can tell you again. So Bharataha, so Tada Bharataha, Tvam Murdhna Vahanne. So not only that, Murdhna Vahanne can be used also in the other word, along with the other word, Ajnam Murdhna Vahanne. If you can easily understand when I repeat the words. So Bhratuhu Yasoho, you can put the adjective earlier. Yasoho Bhratuhu Ajnam Murdhna Vahanne. So Ananya Rajanya Nidesha Nishtam Chaturarnavantam Prithivim Murtimatim Chakara. Tvam in between. Again, so Tada Bharataha Tvam Murdhna Vahanne. Yasoho Bhratuhu Ajnam Murdhna Vahanne. Ananya Rajanya Nidesha Nishtam Chaturarnavantam Prithivim Murtimatim Chakara. So if you repeat the words, you can easily understand one by one. So what did Bharata do? Bharata, what did he do first? After receiving the divine sandals from Sri Rama, from Chitrakuta, the place called in the forest, so it's called Ramagiri. We call Vedantadeshika called it in different name called Ramagiri. He remembered Kalidasa, his predecessor, his model, his example, and so on. So Tada at that time, that means when Bharata received the divine sandals from Sri Rama. What did he do? Tvam Murdhana Vahan. He carried you on the head. Vahan, carry. On the head. Murdhana. On the head or by the head. Tvam, you. So out of respect, high respect, Bharata held it on his head. So Bharataha, Tvam, again singular here, Tvam. So please remember, it's a pair of divine sandals. So Bharataha, he is not King Bharata as Kaikeyi wanted him to be. So Bharata, ordinary Bharata, a citizen of Bharata, citizen of Ayodhya. So Bharata, carrying by head you, and also carrying, there is no letter cha here and to say that. So you know that a reduction of half a matra, half a second will make the grammarians happy. Therefore, the cha is not there. So Iyasoho Bharatu. What did Rama do? What was the wish of Rama? He wanted to make his father Dasharatha truthful. And therefore, at least Kaikeyi's first boon is really fulfilled. Boon comes to what we call existence. Boon is used. So Bhratuhu, who is the Bhrata here? The elder brother Rama, Sri Rama. So Iyasoho, he wanted to go. Though Bharata tried to prevent him and asked him to come back to Ayodhya, and even Bharadwaja, the great sage, advised him like what we call an atheist. A man who does not believe in God will talk anything as he likes. And then therefore Bharadwaja said to Sri Rama, your father Dasharatha is dead now. How will you know that you are not following his orders? So he is gone. Let us not worry about it. Now the request of Bharata, even Kaikeyi also joined Bharata in requesting Rama to come back. She said, I regret my mistake. I did a blunder in asking you to go to the forest. And therefore, please come back. So even Kaikeyi requested. Naturally, Kausalya, the mother of Rama, should have requested. Therefore, she also requested. Sumitra, being the mother of Lakshmana, and she was sore about Lakshmana going to the forest along with Sri Rama, in spite of the boon that does not specifically say Lakshmana should accompany. But you know how Sumitra blessed Lakshmana. In Tamil, Kamban's Ramayanam, you will find that she has a stronger word to Lakshmana. If there is a danger to Rama, you please give up your life first. That's what he said. Munnam Mudi. That's what he said. You end your life before Rama's danger. That's what she advised. And she said, Atmanam, sorry, that is Kathopanishad. Mam Vidhi Janakatmajam, he said. She said, Mam Vidhi Janakatmajam. Ayodhyam Atavim Vidhi. Ramam Dasaratham Vidhi. Mam Vidhi Janakatmajam. Ayodhyam Atavim Vidhi. Gachatata Yatha Sukham. These were the words of Sumitra. Bold enough to send Lakshmana along with Rama. She was not worried. No, more than that, she was happy to send his son. So Bharata, what did he do? So carried the divine sandals, namely you, on the head, and then Iyasoho Bhratuhu, because he could not prevent Rama from going to the forest. He said, he carried the orders he executed the order of Sri Rama. So Ajnam Bhratuhu Yasoho. Yasoho, one who was going, one who wanted to go to the forest for 14 years, as per the boon demanded by Kaikeyi. So Yasoho, Yatum Ichuhu, Yasuhu. Shakti Vibhakti is Yasoho, genitive case. So Bhratu is also genitive case, possessive case, he says Shakti Vibhakti. So of Sri Rama, of the brother Sri Rama, one who wanted to go to the forest only, he did not want to come back. So Ajnam, the order, the command was obeyed by Bharata. So again, Murdhana Vakhanne, we say when we say we are carrying the order on our head, meaning we meticulously and scrupulously follow the order. So these are all our suggestions for for us, rather advice for us, in order that elders must be obeyed. Pitruvakya Paripalanam. Generally said Pitruvakya Paripalanam, meaning elders' words should be taken care of. So what did he do with the earth, the kingdom? Prithvim. So Prithivim is also there, Prithvim is also. So one letter less. Prithivim becomes Prithvim. It also means the earth, meaning the kingdom here. That is people. So the area of the kingdom. Chaturarnavantam. It has been surrounded by oceans. Chatuhu, 4. Arnava, ocean. Antam. So what is the border of the kingdom of Rama, or say now here, it is going to be governed by Bharata and placing the sandals, divine sandals, on the throne. He is only a servant, he is not a king. So Chaturarnavantam, so surrounded by the border or the borders of ocean, 4 oceans, meaning an island, a perfect island. Though we call our Bharatadesha peninsula, surrounded by 3 oceans on the 3 directions, but we are talking about, generally we will talk about the border of the kingdom as ocean, because it should be a vast kingdom. So only water is the border. No land further is there, and therefore we say it's a big kingdom, large kingdom. And Bharata also did not want any other race of kings to rule the Ayodhya. The word Ayodhya itself meaning, that it is invincible. It cannot be attacked and it cannot be defeated. It cannot be won, W-O-N. And therefore, Ananya Rajanya Nidesha Nishtham. So Rajanya meaning again Raja, the royal member of the family. And there is prince or king. So Nidesha, order. Nishtham, engaged. So this Prithvi, being the feminine gender, Ikaranta Strilinga Shabda, again Nishtha, Akaranta Strilinga Shabda, again Chaturnavantam, Akaranta Strilinga Shabda. You have the order of some other king is not obeyed. So Ananya Rajanya Nidesha Nishtham, Ananya. So except Rama, the kingdom will not obey any other king. Any king in the sense. So Ananya. So this is the attitude for us to worship the Lord. We must take only one God and the favorite God and concentrate only on one God. That is called the Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya. So we must have a desire to demand. What is a demand? What is our desire? Ananya Prayojanam. Only the reaching of God's feet. Nothing else. So Ananya Bhakti, we must have devotion towards only one God and to no other God. So this is the what we call one-pointed, single-pointed concentration. So Ananya Rajanya Nideshanishtham Prithvim Chaturarnavantam Murtimatim Chakara. So Prithvi, the earth, has become the very order in what we call flesh and blood. Otherwise, we call it personification of the order of Sri Rama is the earth. In the sense, again, you can also say Twam. There are 2 meanings here. So the divine sandals or the tangible form of the order of Sri Ram. Murtimati, Murti means F-I-G-U-R-E, figure. So Murtimati means, Mat is to, meaning full of the entire personification, what we call the whole embodiment of the order is the form of divine sandals, the pair of divine sandals. So that means, again, understand, Prithvi is in feminine gender, Twam, that is divine sandals, are in feminine gender. They are similar to each other. The divine sandals are going to rule the kingdom for 14 years in the absence of Sri Rama. And therefore, the king is always identified with the kingdom. There is no separate entity. Therefore, you say, Prithvi is the Ajna, because the earth itself obeys the order of Sri Rama, and it comes under the control of the divine sandals. The divine sandals are the orders of the personification of the orders of Sri Rama. And Bharata executed those orders. Namely, without the, what we call, conquer of the other kings. That means he only kept, Bharata kept very safe the kingdom, Ayodhya kingdom, rather Kosala kingdom for 14 years, and he returned it with a double benefit to Rama after 14 years. That we are going to see what is the double benefit. So Bharataha, so tada, at that time, Bharataha, Tvam Murdana, carrying you on the head. So Bratu Iyasoho, Agyam Murdana, the traveling brother's order being carried over the head. Chakara did. So Prithivim Chartarnavantam made the kingdom as vast as being surrounded by 4 oceans and obeying the orders of only Sri Rama and not others. So you find that this is the meaning of this. Of course, any clarification, if I am not very clear, so you can ask me at the end. So we will go to the next one. This is a bigger verse. So let me read this fast. Yad bhratre bharataya rangapatina ramatva mathachusha nityopasya nijangri nishkrayataya nischitya vishranitam yogakshema vaham samasta jagatam yadgiyate yogi padatranamidam mitam pachakatham annaya me ninnutam. Now please remember, this is a prayer by Vedantadeshika to the divine sandals. This is almost like a Phalashruti along with the next one, last one, 20. So it's a big verse. So we will have the prose order first. So now the prayer of Vedantadeshika is Ninnutam, that is the verb. Me Ninnutam. Then again, Annaya me Ninnutam. So you can come this way in the reverse also, sometimes in Sanskrit, very easy. Now other words are easy to have the prose order, but they are very long and many words are there. Now, what did he do? What did Bharata, what did Vedantadeshika do? Nischitya. So he actually echoes the actions of Ranganatha on divine sandals. So Nischitya Rangapatina Ramatvam Atasthusha Yat Bhratre Bharataya Nitya Upasya Nija Angri Nishkrayataya Vishranitam Tat. So Yat is there first. Again another Yat is there. So Yat Padatranam Idam Yogi Bihi Giyate Samasta Jagatam Yogakshema Vaham Idam. So this is adjective to Padatrana, the divine sandals. So I repeat. So first one is again starts with Yatu, which again the second class, CLAUSE, is also starting with yat, which meaning idam pratatranam yad giyate, yat idam yogakshemamaham. How is it yogakshemamaham? Samasta jagatam yogakshemamaham padatranam yogibihi giyate me annaya ninnutam. Only one word, yes, I have missed, that is mitam pacha katham. So mitam pacha katham annaya me ninnutam. Now this is little, say, may not be easy to understand quickly, but it's, so what did he do? So what did Rama do? Who is that Rama? Rangapati. He is none other than Sri Ranganatha of Srirangam. Rangapati. How do you say that Rangapati is Sri Rama? Because of the divine sandals that appear in the Namperumal, the Utsava idol, just before the bigger figure, namely Divya Mangala Vigraha, called the lying Lying, or not Lieng. In Krishnavadara, he told many lies. So here it is Gariya Perumal, what we call the Mula Bera, the main deity. Rangapati is none other than Rama. So Rangapatina, by Rama, by Ranganatha. So what did he do? Nishchitya, he decided. So it is in passive voice. Therefore, say Rangapatina, by Ranganatha, it was a decision made. Nishchitya, Nishchayaha, we say in Tamil also. So Nishchitya, what did he decide? Bhratre Bharataya, for the sake of brother Bharata. So he wanted to give a substitute in his place. Rama wanted to give a substitute in his place in ruling the kingdom, of course. Rama did not know, did not know earlier that Bharata is not going to rule the kingdom. Bharata is going to place the divine sandals on the throne. But he wanted to give the sandals only in his place, as a substitute in his place. So Bharataya Bhratre Bharataya to brother Bharata Ramatvam. So what is Ramatvam? If you can imagine all the divine auspicious qualities called Kalyana Gunaha, Ananta Kalyana Gunaha, all auspicious qualities are in Rama. So Ramatvam meaning the attitude of Rama, the quality of Rama, the nature of Rama. Ramatvam Atasthusha. So he wanted to give the Ramatvam to him. So because Bharata requested Rama to return to Ayodhya, he gave divine sandals in the place of his own Divya Mangala Vigraha, namely Ranganatha. So Ramatvam Atasthusha. Now what happened? So Vishranitam, it is now completed. Vishranitam is completed here. Why? Because Bharata every day worshipped the divine sandals. How did he do it? Nitya. Nitya can say daily here or ever. 24/7, he was always thinking and meditating upon the divine sandals. Upasya, worshipable. Upasya is worshipable, which can be adored. Nija, angry. So who did this action, namely transferring the divine sandals to him, to Bharata? Rangapati, Ranganatha. So Ranganatha's own feet, Nija, angry. I told you the word Nija, meaning of Nija earlier. So Nija in Tamil only means the truth, but here in Sanskrit it means O-W-N, own. So Nija, angry. So angry is the divine foot. Angry means foot. So here divine foot because it belongs to Sri Rama. So Nija angry, Nishkrayataya. So it is like a barter type of system, exchange. That is exchange for the bhakti. Bhakti was exchanged with the divine sandals. So Nishkrayataya. So by transfer of the divine feet which was which were worshipable daily. And Bharata had the devotion, very great devotion to worship the divine feet. He used to fall at the feet of Rama, divine feet of Rama at Ayodhya, whenever there is an occasion. And also it may daily. This is what we are supposed to do. Our parents, if they are at home, we must prostrate before them. We must fall at their feet every day. And I'm not advising all others to do, whereas Paropadeshe Pandityam we say in Sanskrit. I have an intelligence to advise others. I did it to my parents up to their age 86. So one who does not follow his own instructions cannot advise others. So what did Bharata do? Bharata fell at the feet of Rama when they were living at Ayodhya every day. Nityo, even the eldest brother is like father. Jeshta Bhrata Pitru Samaha. You would have heard about the proverb in Sanskrit. The eldest brother is equal to the father. Jeshta Bhrata Pitru Samaha. Even when the father is living, as you know, the Pratyaksha Devatas are our parents. If I give you the question, have you seen God? You may say, yes. Who is that God? My father and my mother. And who else you can say? The sun God you can see, which directly you can see by eyes. The other one is fire. And the other one, the third one, which is felt, is wind. You can experience the touch of the wind, the air. So Vayu Bhagavan, Surya Bhagavan, Agni Bhagavan are direct, by direct perception we can see them. And the most important gods and goddesses for us is the parents. Please remember this. So this is what is insisted indirectly by Sri Vedantadeshika here. So having completed the task of transferring the divine sandals by Ranganatha to Bharata with the what you call embodiment of the character of Rama transferred by the divine sandals, which were won by his own divine feet, worshipable daily. Now what does it do? Idam padatranam, this padatranam, this pair of shoes, pada, foot, tranam, which gives protection, so protectors of the foot or feet. So padatranam idam, this. So you know, when you say this, that means it is available to you nearby. So Vedantadeshika had a proximity towards the divine sandals. He was worshipping the Lord at Srirangam in the Sanctum Sanctorum while he recited Padukasahasram. So Padatranam idam. So this pair of divine sandals, what do they do? What do these divine sandals do? Yoga Kshema Vaham Samasta Jagatam. So of all the worlds, now we are not talking about 3 worlds, we are not talking about 7 worlds. And whatever world you can imagine, generally there are 14 worlds as we say, plus Vaikuntham. Vaikuntham is called the 9 times the 14 worlds. 9 times in size of the 14 worlds. And if you want to measure the 14 worlds, you know what you call in physics Big Bang theory. It is endless. If you travel in space, it is endless. So it is not possible to measure the space, rather the akasha or the world, the size of the worlds. So you find that, so this is in Shastras available, calculation is available. So we are in only 1/9 of the portion. Again in 1/9 we are in a very remote corner. So Yoga Kshema Vaham Samasta Jagatam. Samasta Jagatam for all the worlds. So Yoga Kshema Vaham. We already saw what is Yoga and Kshema. That is, welfare is blessed by the divine sandals, and welfare is maintained by the divine sandals. The divine sandals first assure us protection, and the protection is continued. That's what we call yoga and chem. So vaham, so it carries the responsibility. So this pair of divine sandals carries the responsibility of protecting us and continuity in protection. And therefore, so what happened? Yat, so idam this, yat which, yogi bihi giyate. Only people who know, called meditators, they will praise them. They praise the divine sandals. Giyate, they sing songs. So it is again in passive voice. So idam padatranam yogi bihi giyate. So this pair of divine sandals, which protect the divine feet of Ranganatha, are sung by, or praised by, or adored by, or appreciated by the yogins. Yoga, when you say yoga, meaning it's what we call physical and mental exercise is called yoga. So what is yoga is here? Hatha yoga is physical exercise and mental exercise. And when we study deeply the what we call Patanjali Maharishi's Yoga Shastram, you can understand it is one of the 6 limbs of the scriptures. Rather, 6 darshanas, 6 darshanas. So Sankhyaha, Yogaha, you can say Sankhya, and then Mimamsa, Purva Mimamsa, Uttara Mimamsa. I think 2 more. I'll tell you a little later. So Mitam Pacha Katham. Now, what should the divine sandals do according to Vedantadeshika? It's a prayer. Mitam Pacha Katham Annaya Me Ninnutam. I am a half-baked one, he says. Mitam Pacha. Mitam Pacha. Mitam Pacha is half-baked. Mitam is limited. Pacha to cook. So half-baked. Half-baked in the sense not complete, incomplete. Katha, the story. So now, Padukasahasram, Sri Padukasahasram explains the greatness of the divine sandals. The 1008 verses are not enough. That's what he feels. So he said in the first Paddhati, Prastava Paddhati, Shata Sahasrikam Samhitam, I can compose. I can give you within 1 or 2 minutes, namely, Anidam Prathamasya Shabda Rashe Vidhatum Apishakniyam. So that is the starting of the verse where it says Shata Sahasrikam Samhitam. Then why did he write only 1008? Tathapi Haripaduke Tavagunu Ghaleshashchite Udagritiriyam Bhavediti Mitapi Ukta Stutihi. I said only a part of it, in the sense, so it's only a sample of the greatness, and therefore I limited myself to 1008. Otherwise, I can do 100,000. Shatasagastrikam Samhitam. So this is now you see. So Mitam Pachakatham Me Ninnutam. So you please make this Padukasahasram complete, a complete story. So how should you do it? Annaya, very quickly. Annaya is an indeclinable avyaya, which means quickly. Vegena, Shigram, Kshipram, Jhatiti, Sahasa. These are the synonyms for Annaya. You don't say Akhnaya. You need not say Akhnaya. H-N-A-A-Y-A. Annaya. So here, so quickly, me to me, Ninnutam, make it complete, the half-baked story, the sense, incomplete story. Now, I think I forgot the request of the yesterday's participant. Sorry that I will go back to the 18 and tell you quickly the Tamil meaning. in summary, Bharadan காட்டுக்கு சென்று கொண்டிருந்த அண்ணனுடைய ஆணையை தன்னுடைய தலையாலே ஏற்று, அதே போல ஏ பாதுகைகளே, உன்னையும் அதாவது உங்களையும் தன்னுடைய தலையால் தாங்கி இந்த உலகத்தை, இந்த பூமியை, அதாவது கோசல ராஜ்யத்தை 4 கடல்கள் சூழப்பட்டதாகவும் மற்ற அரசர்களால் ஆளப்பட்டதாகவும் இல்லாமல் உன்னுடைய ஆணைக்கு ஒரு இணையாக, அந்த ஆணையின் உருவமாகவே உன்னையும் இந்த பூமியையும் செய்தான். அதுதான் 18. 19ல பரதன் என்ற தன்னுடைய உடன் பிறந்தவனுக்கு, தன்னுடைய சகோதரன் பிராதாவுக்கு ரங்கநாதன் தான் முடிவு செய்து ராமன் என்பவனுடைய குணத்தை ஏற்கச் செய்து தன்னுடைய திருவடியில் தினமும் தொழப்பட வேண்டிய பாதுகைகளை தந்து அதை முடித்து வைத்து, இந்த பாதுகைகள் 2 பாதுகைகள் எல்லா உலகத்துக்கும் நன்மை பயப்பதாக இருப்பதால் அந்த பெருமையை யோகிகள் பாடுவதால் உடனே எனக்கு இந்த ஸ்ரீ பாதுகாசாஸ்திரம் என்ற ஸ்தோத்திரத்தை தலைக்கட்டி கொடுக்குமாறு வேண்டிக் கொள்கிறேன். So we are going to the 20 and we are giving some time to the Vyoma Lab organizers to talk to you. So we will take up the 20th verse now. Bharatasyeva mamapi prasamita vishwapavada durjata shesheva shirasi nityam viharatu Raghuvira Paduke Bhavati. Now we have two Iva. The word Iva is repeated 2 times in the first line and the second line. It is first half and the second half. So now what happens? Now let us take the prose order. This is also the prayer in this Paddhati. You can say Phalashruti, what you call the advantage of the reciting this chapter. So we start with the request to May, M-A-O in English. So, Hey Paduke, Raghuvira Paduke, prose order. So, Hey Raghuvira Paduke, oh the divine sandals of Raghuvira, namely Rama. Say in the same place of the word Rama, you can add Ranganatha here. So Ranganatha Paduke, so divine sandals of Sri Ranganatha, because we have to remember the Acha form. Why should we remember Acha form? Because in order that our forgetting attitude, easily we forget. Suppose you write examinations in Sanskrit or any other subject. After examination, we don't care. We don't continue to evince more interest after writing. We are interested in knowing the results, whether we pass or get distinction or not. Afterwards, we forget the language. That is normal attitude. So it is not peculiar, it is not bad also. So Raghuvira Paduke, so the divine sandals of Sri Rama or Raghuvira, the divine sandals of Ranganatha. Bhavati, so singular again, the madam. Bhavati means madam, respected lady. The word English lady means respectable. We need not say again respectable lady. Because when you say woman, it is not a very respectful term. When you say lady, so you lady, Bhavati, so it is Ikaranta Srilinga Shabda. So the prose order is Bhavati Viharatu. You please play. You please wander. please roam. Better you say play. You make a game. So bhavati viharatu. So let me say the prose order first. Bhavati, hey Raghuvira Paduke, add hey for the sake of understanding, it is what you call address. So calling the Paduka, calling the divine sandals. So Sambodhana Prathama Bhakti Shabda. So bhavati nityam viharatu. So you please be forever. Where? Shirasi, on my head. How do you say my head? First line, mama api. So mama api shirasi. As Bharata had you on his head, I must have you on my head. How can Vedantadeshika have divine sandals on his head? You will understand now, because when you go into the temple, what you receive. We will tell you later. So shirasi, so on the head, mama shirasi, my head, on my head, mama api shirasi, on my head too, T-O-O. So nityam ever viharatu, be there. So you please be on my head also, forever. How? Bharatasyaiva, like Bharata's head. So my head should be like Bharata's head, because I want to be humble towards Sri Rama. I am a bhakta of Sri Rama. I am a devotee of the divine sandals, namely you, and therefore. Now, what happened in the life of Vedantadeshika, many incidents happened. So I will tell you very quickly. Before that, we will see the prose order. Hey Raghuvira Paduke, Bhavati Bharatasyaiva, Mama Shirasi Api Nityam Viharatu. So this is first type of understanding. The next step of understanding is, so hey Raghuvira Paduke, Bhavati Mama Shirasi Api Bharatasya Nityam Viharatu. So how is Bhavati? Prashamita Vishwa Apavada Durjata Bhavati. So Bhavati is now given Visheshanam, adjective like Prashamita Vishwa Apavada Durjata. Shesha Iva Shirasi Nityam. So now prose order is complete now. He Raghuvira Paduke Prashamita Vishwapavada Durjata Bhavati Shesha Iva Nityam Mama Shirasi Api Bharatasya Viharatu. It must be understood very simple. It's a simple verse also, unlike the previous 19th verse. So here, what is Prashamit? Now let us take the meaning. Bhavati, you, respectful you. Neengal, Tamil, Neengal, Tangal. எதிர்க்க பேசினா தாங்கள். So மரியாதையா சொல்லும்போது தாங்கள் தமிழ்ல. So Bhavati. So it is not plural, you understand, when you say தாங்கள் in Tamil. நீங்கள் in Tamil. So it's only a respectful word. And for more respect, to give more respect, we use plural of. To single individual, we say bhavatyaha. If she is a very great personality, we say bhavatyaha. So here, so that you understand. It doesn't mean three people there, though it's called bahuvachanam. So it's only one, pointing out to one. So bhavati prashamita vishwa apavada durjata. So you were relieved from a bad name. Vishwa apavada durjata. So what is Vishwa apavada durjata? Vishwa apavada came to Bharata, please remember. So Bharata was scolded by even Vasishtha. So you know that Vasishtha has been named Vidhi Sutta in this chapter by Sri Vedantadeshika. So he is the son of Lord Vishnu, in turn Lord Creator. Therefore, so Vishwa Apavada came to, that is what you call infamy, the bad name, the black mark came to Bharata. Why? Bharata was scolded because Kaikeyi demanded the boon that Bharata should rule the kingdom, though the eldest brother Brahma was available. And therefore, Dasaratha also initially refused to give those two boons. By force, by compulsion, Dasaratha, even in his mind, could not accept the boon, to give the boon, whereas he had to willy-nilly give them to Kaikeyi. Of course, he was so sad. So Vishwa Apavada, the entire universe found fault with Bharata. And Bharata also said, why was I born to you, O Kaikeyi mother? You are a cruel lady. I am very unfortunate to be born in your womb. That's what he said. So don't take the bad behavior of Bharata. Only in anger he said a lot of what we call accusations against his mother. So this is not the lesson that we must learn from Ramayana. Oh, scolding his mother is good. So don't take that advice. So Vishwapavada. So the whole world accused not only Kaikeyi but also Bharata, even Dasaratha. So these people were the target of attacks by the entire world. World in the sense, especially people of Ayodhya, citizens of Ayodhya, the subjects of Kosala kingdom and so on. The word spread to the entire world, and all people, even gods, found fault with Bharata. Bharadwaja, the great sage, just mocked at Bharata in the forest. So Vasishtha scolded him, what we call right and left, we say in English also. So he gave him a lot of, he accused Bharata. Vasishtha accused Bharata. So Durjata, now what happened? So Durjata, the bad birth, which means bad birth in the sense, Bharata's bad birth, had been brought down, prashamita, meaning the bad name was gone. So how did the bad name go off? Because of the divine sandal. The divine sandal restored the integrity, the fame, and whatnot, all the good qualities of Bharata. And therefore, Bharata was considered the best king, even better than Rama, because of the intervening of this divine sandal. Therefore, the divine sandals were responsible for restoring the good name of Bharata, and therefore prashamita, controlled, meaning prashamita, shamita, controlled, prashamita is submerged, subdued, and so on. Vishwapada Durjata, the bad name as blamed by the entire universe. Now how does it, how does the divine sandal, pair of divine sandal, come on forming Vedantadeshika? So this is a prayer. So Shesha even. Now you understand, when you go to the temple in Srirangam or any other Vishnu temple also, so you will have a shatari, an object called shatari, will be made up generally of silver, will be placed on your head, on the devotee's head. And shatari is another name for Nammalvar in Tamil, otherwise called Dravida Veda Sagaraha, a ocean of Tamil scriptures. And he is called by different names. And the Chatarihi contains the emblem of Padukasahasram, the divine sandals. So Shesha, now Shesha meaning the servant. So Bhavati Shesha. Since the divine sandals are also the slaves to the divine feet of Sri Rama or Sri Ranganatha here. So just like you are the slave, so you must make me also a slave on my head, as placed by the priest in the temple. When the priest places the shatari on the head of the devotee, the devotee should feel that the shatari remains there forever. That's the meaning. Meaning, again, so we must read Nammalvar's more than 1,000 songs in Tamil. So it's called Thiruvaimuri and so on. It is a representation of the Samaveda there, and therefore it is also equal to Vishnu Sahasranama, because there are 1,000 names and 1,000 songs are similar to 1,000 names. They give the meaning. And then there is so much greatness of Nammalvar. So Nammalvar must be remembered by us as the priest places the Shatari on our head. Shata meaning the air that engulfs a child as soon as it is born from the belly of the mother. And Ari means the enemy. Shatarihi meaning the enemy of the wind called Shata, the bad air, which is controlled by Nammalvar. And therefore Nammalvar was a spiritual soul even while birth. And our problem is we do not understand what we call by Maya, a screen called illusion, the nature of Lord Almighty. We forget Him easily, quickly, frequently, and so on. And that is because of the wind haunting us, affecting us. Now, how to come, how to go over it, that is control it, that is by reading Nammalvar's Tamil Divya Prabandham called Thiruvaimuri. Now, the prayer of Swami Vedantadeshika is, oh, the divine sandals of Rama or Ranganatha, you being responsible for controlling the bad name and getting back the good name of Bharata, and as you were carried by Bharata on his head, so you must also be on my head forever, just like you, because you are the servant of Lord Rama or Lord Ranganatha, and I must also become the servant of the sincere servant of Ranganatha. So that is the prayer, next prayer. So we come to I think we have overshot the time. So here, if you have any questions, and before that, I shall give a finishing touch to this. So thanks to all of you. Dhanyavadaha sarvebhyaha. So I recite the verse, namely 2 verses. One is the last verse of Padukasahasram and the Taniyan of Sri Vedantadeshika. Jayati itiraja suktihi jayati mukundasya paduka yugali tadvayadhanas trivedim avandhayanto jayanti bhuvisantah kavitarkika simhaya kalyan gunashalini Srimate Venkateshaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha.
धन्यवादाः सर्वेभ्यः सर्वाभ्यश्च नमो वाकं ब्रवीमि गुरुरेव गतिः गुरुमेव भजे गुरुणैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरौ मम पाहि गुरो श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि सन्तः श्रीरङ्गपृथ्वीशचरणत्राणशेखराः जयन्ति भुवनत्राणपदपङ्कजरेणवः. So it has been a delightful experience for all of us for these 4 sessions of the 4 Paddhatis being covered by R.Thirunarayanan Mahodaya on this Vyoma platform. It is very, very difficult for us to find satsanga online these days, that too good satsanga. I am sure that all of us have really benefited from this course, and it is not ending here. It is not the last class, as Mahodaya told. Only for this Paddhati, this will be the last class, but going forward, all the 32 Paddhatis with the Kripa of Sri Vedantadeshika, with the Kripa of Sri Ranganatha Paduka Yugali, we will be covering all the meanings of these 1008 verses over a period of time. The only request to all the learners here who are all here and to whose Charana also I am doing Sashtanga Pranamas to, as you have been very coordinative, cooperative in attending these classes for a very long time. We had an average of about 40 people attending on a daily level. Thank you so much, all of you, for making this happen. It is not enough for us to just tell in words how grateful we are for this Mahajna of Padukasahasram is being handled by a Mahaniya Sri R.Thirunarayanan Mahodaya. We are all very, very small people to even speak about his greatness. Only what we can tell is initially what I told, Baddhena Anjalina Natena Shirasa Gatraisa Romadgamaihi Kanthena Swaragadgadena Api Anantananda Pranaman Namah Purastadata Prishtataste iti Kritva Bhavatam Saranarandayoho Vayam Samarpayamaha ityeva Vaktum Ichchami. The request to all the learners here is, you have all been a very active part of many courses in Vyoma. Please do continue learning Samskrita, learning all the Samskara Yuta Granthas through our portal. Just Ekasvadhuna Bunjita. Please do not experience this only on your own. Please do spread the word with many other people who are willing to learn Sanskritam, who are willing to be a part of all of these satsangas, these in the divine vicinity of these Mahapurushas. That is the only request. Paunah punyena ham dhanyavadan yavat bravimi sarvesham sarvasam krite cha namamsi bhuyamsi. Mahodaya.
Let me tell you, because from one participant there is a request. I forgot to give you the Tamil translation of the 20th verse. So I will tell you. So
Idanim agre
பாதுகைகளே அப்படி கூப்பிட்டுட்டு வேதாந்த தேசிகர் தன்னுடைய பிரார்த்தனையை இங்க கடைசியில 20வதுல சொல்கிறார். என்ன சாதிக்கிறார்னு சொல்லுவோம் நம்ம சம்பிரதாயத்துல. என்ன கேட்கிறாருன்னு கேட்டா, நீ, அதாவது நீங்கள் இருவரும், அதாவது 2 பாதுகைகள், நீங்கள் இருவரும் பரதன் தன்னுடைய தலையில் தாங்கியது போல உங்களை நானும் தாங்கிக் கொண்டே இருக்க வேண்டும். எப்பொழுதும் தாங்கிக் கொண்டே இருக்க வேண்டும். எப்பொழுது கோவிலிலே ஒரு பட்டாச்சாரியர் என்பவர் நம்முடைய பக்தருடைய தலையிலே அவர் அந்த ஷட்டாரியை வைத்தாரோ, அன்றிலிருந்து மறக்காமல் நாம் அந்த நம்மாழ்வாரையும் அந்த பாதுகை என்ற ஒரு அந்த ஷட்டாரியையும், அந்த பாதுகைக்கு ஒரு பிரதிநிதின்னு சொல்லணும், இந்த பிரதிநிதியாக இருக்கிற இந்த ஷட்டாரியையும் நாம் எப்பொழுதும் நினைவில் வைத்துக்கொண்டு, அது இந்த பாதுகைகள் தான் பரதனுடைய கெட்ட பெயரை நீக்கி நல்ல பெயர் கொண்டு வந்தவை. அது ஒண்ணு. 2வது, அதனால விஸ்வாபவாத பிரசமித்த துர்ஜாத்தான்னு சொன்ன. அது எப்ப பார்த்தாலும் என்னுடைய தலையில அந்த பாதுகைகள் இருக்கணும். எப்படி? நான் வேலைக்காரனாக இருக்கணும், பணியாளாக இருக்கணும். அப்படி எனக்கு எப்பொழுதுமே அடக்கம் இருக்கணும். அது பெருமாளுக்கு மட்டும் இல்லை, பெருமாளுடைய திருவடிக்கு மட்டும் இல்லை, பெருமாளுடைய திருவடியில் இருக்கிற பாதுகைகளுக்கு நான் அடிமையாக இருக்க வேண்டும் என்று ஒரு பிரார்த்தனை கொடுக்கிறார். சாரி ஃபார் தி டிலே.
तत्र यदि प्रश्नाः सन्ति भवता उत्तरं दातुं शक्यते तदेकम्. अनन्तरं यदि यः कोऽपि वार्तालापं कर्तुं शक्यते अस्माकं कक्ष्यायाः विषये 5 जनान् यावत् वयं प्रार्थयामः. So if there are any doubts, it will be if Mahodaya has time, we can resolve them. And Mahodaya, if it is getting delayed for you,
right,
we can
tatra I have some time more. Actually I am going to the next session with what we said just now, Nammalvaruடைய Divya Prabandham, Tiruvayamozhi. The Tiruvayamozhikku Swami Deshikan Dharminopanishad Tatparya Ratnavalinu ஒரு புத்தகம் எழுதியிருக்கார். அதை இப்போ சேவிச்சுட்டு இருக்கோம், பாராயணம் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். அது 8லேருந்து 8:30. இது உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறதுக்காக சொல்றோம். ஏன்னா இது சம்பந்தமா அது சம்பந்தமா இது. இன்னொன்னு ஒரே ஒரு எல்லாருக்கும் ஒரு விஷயம் என்னன்னு கேட்டா, நானே சம்ஸ்கிருதத்திலேயே சொல்லி அர்த்தம் புரிஞ்சுக்கிற அளவுக்கு நீங்க இருந்தீங்கன்னா இன்னும் எனக்கே சந்தோஷமா இருக்கும்னு தோன்றது. ஏன்னா இவர் லக்ஷ்மண் ரகுராம் பார்த்தா முக்கால்வாசி சம்ஸ்கிருதத்துல பேசுறாரு, கொஞ்சம் தான் இங்கிலீஷ்ல பேசுறேன். அதனால நான் அவருக்கு போட்டுட்டு நிறைய பேசலாமான்னு நினைச்சிருந்தேங்க. வேற வழி இல்லை. அதாவது என்னன்னு கேட்டா, இன் ஃபியூச்சர் I want the participant to understand any stotra by Sanskrit medium. That's what I would love to. Okay.
Surely,
அதையும் இங்கிலீஷ்ல தான் சொன்னேன். இதப்பரம் சர்வே ஸ்ரோதாரஹ சம்ஸ்கிருதேன ஸ்ருத்வா ஸ்தோத்ராணாம் அர்த்தம் ஜானந்து इति प्रार्थये.
एवं तत्र अस्माकं फणीन्द्रः इति एकः अस्ति. सः तावत् इदानीं साहाय्यं करिष्यति. 10 निमेषं यावत् प्रथमतया यदि प्रश्नाः सन्ति भवन्तः तत्र तान् वक्तुं शक्यते. तदनन्तरं तत्र यः कोऽपि किमपि वक्तुं इच्छति चेत् अस्माकं कक्ष्याविषये कर्तुं शक्यते. Right. Ram sarvebhyah. So we request you to please have your doubts at minimal today. If you have some more doubts, please send it through mail. We will surely answer all the questions. Now Mahodaya will answer the questions which are in the Q&A panel. Later we can have a small 5 minutes testimonial run where you tell your experience about the course. Dhanyavadaha. Sarvebhyah sarvabhyascha. Let us all continue this Padukasahasra Jnana Yajna. We will surely let you know the next Paddhati's timings and dates. So it will be informed to you through emails and other sources of information. Dhanyavadaha. Sarvebhyah sarvabhyascha. Ram.
Deepti's question is, does Bharata know earlier that Rama would reject his request and give sandals? Generally, no. Because when we see some suspense revealed in the beginning of a, say, for example, a cinema film, then all interest will be lost. Therefore, let us think that Bharata did not know. And Rama also so innocent that he did not know that he will give sandals. And Bharata will come and request him to come back. And again, he wanted Rama to be the king. It was refused. Again, Riti, his question is, translations in English of the famous Tamil shlokas. You mean the Nalayana Divya Prabandham Tiruvayamozhi of Nammalvar? Yes, it is available in English. Yes, it is very much available in English. If you refer to Tamil, Nammalvar Tiruvayamozhi, we have in English the meaning. And then I told you already Janaki Rajaram that the meaning in Tamil for the 20th verse. And so this will be the class for the ending the chapter, this Samarpana Paddhati, and we will continue the next Paddhati by God's grace through Vyomala. So R.Thirunarayanan
Mahataya. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. இந்த மாதிரி கிரந்தங்கள்லாம் யாராவது எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணாதான் புரியுது. அதனால இந்த கிளாஸ் அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணது ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கு. ரொம்ப இந்த மாதிரி கிரந்தம் எல்லாம் கேள்விப்பட்டதே இல்லை.
ஆமா.
இப்போ இந்த மாதிரி கிரந்தங்கள்லாம் வைரத்துக்கு சமம். இந்த வைரத்தை நீங்க இந்த விறகு வியாபாரி கிட்ட ஏதாவது குரு இந்த மாதிரி கிரந்தங்களோட மகிமை புரிஞ்சு ஒரு சின்ன கதை சொன்னாங்க. என்னன்னா, ஒரு குரு தன்னுடைய சிஷ்யனை கூப்பிட்டு ஒரு வைரக்கல்ல கொடுக்குறாரு. கொடுத்து நீ கடத்தெருவுக்கு போய் ஒவ்வொருத்தர்கிட்ட இதோட மதிப்பு என்ன இருக்கும்னு கேளுன்னு அனுப்புறாரு. அந்த மாதிரி இப்ப இந்த வைரத்தை நீங்க என்கிட்ட கொடுத்துருக்கீங்க, இதோட மகிமையை நான் கூடி சீக்கிரம் புரிஞ்சுக்கணும்னு ஆசைப்படுறேன்.
அதே கொஞ்சம் இந்த பதுகாசாஸ்திரம் நிறைய 1008 ஸ்லோகம் இருக்கு. அதனால நிறைய படிச்சுட்டா அப்புறம் கொஞ்சம் புரியும். அப்ப கொஞ்சம் புரியும்.
இல்ல கொஞ்சம் காம்ப்ளிகேட்டடா தான் இருக்கு அந்த சென்டென்சஸ் இல்லைங்களா?
ஆமா.
ஏன்னா அன்வயம் பண்ணி சொன்னாதான் அதால புரிஞ்சுக்க முடியுது, எல்லாம் அது புரிஞ்சுக்கவே முடியறது இல்ல.
கொஞ்சம் நாரிக்கையில பாக்கம் தான் வேதாந்தேசிகர் ஸ்டைல் வந்து கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டமான ஸ்டைல். இதை விட கஷ்டமா நிறைய எழுதியிருக்கார், இதை விட சுலபமாவும் நிறைய எழுதியிருக்கார்.
இது ராமாயணம் படிக்கிறத விட இந்த ஸ்லோகாஸ்ல கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டமா தான் இருக்கு.
ஆமா, ராமாயணம் ரொம்ப ஈஸி. ராமாயணம் அனுஷ்டுப் ஸ்லோகத்துல இருக்கு. அனுஷ்டுப் அதுலயும் நீங்க இல்ல ராமாயணம் வந்து சாதாரண சுலபம்னு நினைக்கிறோம். ஆனா அந்த கமெண்டரி படிச்சீங்கன்னா ஒரு 7-8 கமெண்டரி இருக்கு. ஒன்னொன்னுக்கும் அர்த்தம் ரொம்ப நிறைய இருக்கும். அப்ப வந்து சாதாரண வார்த்தைக்கு இவ்வளவு அர்த்தமான ஆச்சரியப்பட்டு போகும். அதனால ஒரு ஹரிஹின்னு ஒரு வேர்டு இருக்கு சம்ஸ்கிருதத்துல, ஹரிஹி எல்லாருக்கும் தெரியும். அதனால அந்த ஹரிஹிக்கு 22 அர்த்தம் காமெண்ட்ரியில் இருக்கு. அதனால அதை படிச்சா மலைப்பா இருக்கும். இவ்வளவு சம்ஸ்கிருதத்துல இவ்வளவு அழகா.
இந்த லாங்குவேஜ் ரொம்ப இன்டெப்த் லாங்குவேஜா தான் இருக்கு. வியாக்கரணம் ஆகட்டும், அதே மாதிரி இந்த பதங்களோட பொருள்கள் ஆகட்டும், ரொம்ப வாஸ்ட்.
ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம். ஸோ உங்களுடைய அப்ரிசியேஷன் ஆஃப் சான்ஸ்கிரிட்டை நிறைய அனுப்புங்க மெயில்ல. So that Vyoma will be happy. Vyoma organization. ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம்.
Priyadarshini.
சொல்லுங்க.
Thank you very much, Mahodaya, for conducting this classes. I live in United States. I'm in a different time zone. So it's like only request from my end is like if you're conducting the classes which is convenient to all the time zone, that's really great.
I can understand your wish because you want to have a direct listening. But
Yes.
the other option available to you is Vyoma Lab uploads these videos on the YouTube, and therefore you have still some occasion to listen to without missing them.
Dhanyawad.
All right. Thank you. Welcome. Swagatam.